Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. And we did it! We won the Champions League. Honestly, what a night, what a feeling. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think we were going to win it. Back in January, everything was going wrong. We were losing games to shit teams. And we sacked Frank Lampard. And I thought, he could have been given those next two games, Wolves and Burnley. I think he could have been given them. But we brought in Thomas Tuchel. And 5 months later, we're champions of Europe. We've conquered Europe. That's it. We've just absolutely just Man City. Who are you? You played like bloody Brighton shit. Honestly, I just think what a night. 1-0 Chelsea. Really, it's just a brilliant performance from all the players, apart from Timo Werner, of course. But we'll get onto that later. But we've got to focus on just the defenders were just immense. They had everyone in their pockets. Raheem Sterling is still in Reece James' pocket. Mahrez is in Ben Chilwell's pocket. Rudiger absolutely decked Kevin De Bruyne, floored him, and he's got concussion, which is sad. But you don't challenge Antonio Rudiger; he's just gonna kill you. Christensen, after he came on, was just brilliant, and as Piliqueta, that clearance over the bar, I thought it could have been an own goal. But he just manages to get enough on it just to get it away. Honestly, there were so many clutch moments from the defenders that it was just so brilliant. Every time the ball came in, a Chelsea defender headed it away, cleared it away, got it out of danger. And there was just a Man City player just waiting behind them. And did you see that tackle from Rudiger and Phil Foden? Absolutely immense. And Kante, what a player. Honestly, I've got to give it to him. I think my man of the match goes to Reece James, just because he needs to get more credit for what he did. But N'Golo Kante, I think, is the real man of the match. Just what a player. Tackles everywhere, running across the pitch, trying to do Jorginho's work, who I thought was decent, but I think N'Golo Kante really, I think he was the best player on the pitch. But I'm just absolutely amazed. I'm just shattered after what I've seen last night. Brilliant. Absolutely effing brilliant. Really. But I think the credit has to go to Thomas Tuchel for just setting up the defence so they could just tackle, compact defending, not allowing City players any space, no space whatsoever in the Chelsea box to really penetrate the Chelsea defence. They had one shot on target. I can't even remember if it was that good. I think it was probably a simple catch for Edu Mendy. But absolutely unbelievable. And do you know what? What separates Mason Mount from Phil Foden? It's just that I feel like Mason Mount gets back, does the defensive work, and he got the assist today. And Phil Foden didn't have an impact on the game. He didn't have an assist. He didn't have a goal. And that's just what I feel separates Mason Mount from Phil Foden. Obviously, so what really impressed me from Mason Mount was just the defensive work that he was doing, and the pass was exquisite. To find Kai Havertz in that kind of space, which I don't think he should have been given. It's poor defending. Now they say Ruben Diaz is what player of the year, but he's just left Kai Havertz in acres of space, acres. You know, yeah. I mean, I think Ruben Diaz is a class defender, but he hasn't got the pace to catch up with Timo. And I don't think John Stones quite has the experience, but yeah. Oh well, done now. Champions of Europe, get in. Come on, you Blues. Let's go for the Premier League next year. But we've got to speak about Kai Havertz. Just unbelievable player. He's really stepped it up in these last few weeks in the clutch moments, you know. And that response to that question. What do you feel about being the most? Well, I don't give a shit, whatever. But yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah. But the composure from Havertz, just around Ederson, who's one of the best keepers on the planet, just around him, and just scoring that empty net. Oh, brilliant. I mean, it's not going to go down as one of the best Champions League finals ever, but it's going to go down in my heart, in Chelsea's history. But I wouldn't say it was the most enthralling game. I wouldn't say it was the most entertaining. I think it was quite an open game, but strangely, there weren't that many shots. I just don't think Manchester City had the intent. I think it was a big mistake from Pep Guardiola not to start with Rodri or Fernandinho. And I think this was the only game where they didn't start one of the two. That not good from Pep Guardiola. Is it just me, or does he just manage to mess up every time there's a big game? 3 at the back against Lyon. I swear he's messed up some other games in the past. It's just these little things that Pep Guardiola does, and they just do not come off. Alexander Zinchenko, I think that's his name. Really, he was good, but he did make a mistake for that goal. You should have gone with his man, Kai Havertz, and he didn't, and it resulted in a goal. And Kai Havertz had all the time in the world to pick his spot, and bang, sends us through. But yeah, I think Pep Guardiola, in my opinion, had a shocker. Thomas Tuchel had a masterclass. And where do we go from here? I think in the summer we need to sign a new striker. It could have been 3-0. But, Timo Werner is a really hit and miss player. I like him. I really do like him. He has insane pace and just can blitz past defenders and put in a good ball, but he can't finish or keep himself on side, And I just feel like we've got to get a really, really good striker. We don't need another player like Timo Werner can start the games. He can start the games on the left, the right, just behind the striker, or even in a 2-man striker. But I think we just need to get another striker. Harry Kane, would he want to move to Chelsea, Tottenham's arch rivals? Probably not. But yeah, hey ho. Erling Haaland, I think's off the cards. Dortmund have qualified for the Champions League, so I think he might want to stay there one last season just to get Dortmund the Bundesliga, which I don't think will happen. But yeah. But yeah, I do think a new striker has to be signed because a couple of chances he missed. I mean, the air kick from Timo Werner, and then that layoff from brilliant from Mason Mount again, but that layoff was so good, and Timo Werner just needs to smash it, and he placed it just to the side of Ederson. I mean, it's poor finishing, and one day, if that had cost us in the final, I'd be off my tits. I'd be angry. I'd be infuriated with Timo Werner. But thankfully it didn't. Yeah, he's got the speed, but he just needs to get good finishing. But we won the Champions League, and let's see if we can win the Premier League. That's what I think will happen. I think Chelsea have a real good shot at winning the Premier League. If not second. I'd take second, to be honest. But I'd really love a Premier League. And I'd like to see Chelsea lift the trophy. You know, hopefully I can go to a few of the games, maybe even do a match vlog. Who knows? Yeah, that's all from me. Champions League. And yeah, that's it. Peace. See ya.